This music. Very spooky. Very scary. This is the Daymare 1998 soundtrack. That hit game that I have played before. I will go into detail before playing this, my experience of Daymare 1998, because this was a redemption game, technically. Oh my god. Have you heard of the 1990s? Because this song has... Sounds more like an 80s song, to be honest, more than anything else. I do have some news to go through, but give me a second while I get started. Hello, fun. We're playing a game today. A game which may be good. It may be bad. We have no idea. Well, I do, because I played Daymare 1998. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, this game's going to be terrible. Because I don't know. I haven't played this yet. I did play the first game these devs made. And that had some good ideas in it. Looked great in spots. But overall, it was pretty bad, I'd say overall. The music is excellent, though. Sounds like a cyberpunk version of Moonlight Sonata. Cyberpunk Moonlight Sonata. Okay, almost ready to go for the news. There we go, all sorted. Chat, we are playing a spooky game today. And by spooky, I have no idea how good this game is going to be. So I'm excited, but also nervous. I kind of knew what I was getting into with Tormented Souls because I saw Nico Hart play some of that game. And I was very interested. But I don't really know if this game's good or bad. All I know is it's on my PC, and I'm going to play through all of it. So, let's do some news, shall we? Chat. Doesn't sound like a Resident Evil-esque song, does it? It sounds like you think you'd hear Hades, like a supermassive game. Schedule for the week, chat. We're finishing off our games. Devotion, Lost in Vivo, Silent Hill 2, and Tormented Souls. All have been completed, and the last one left is Daymare. I've got some ideas for next year already. I got some ideas for games I'm going to save until then. But for now, yes, it's time for Daymare. Today, as I've put in the Discord, I hope it's good, times a billion, because I have no idea what I'm getting into with this. But here it is. Apparently a bit more Dead Space themed than Resident Evil themed. They went from Resident Evil with 98, and they've gone back to Dead Space with 94. I'm going to be doing something at the beginning of the Halloween episode. Not just going to be Daymare. I'm also going to be doing this. I'm going to be ranking all the Resident Evil games I've played. I've talked to death about the Silent Hill games and how I would rank them. But I don't think I've actually put my opinion out for Resident Evil on stream anyway. You want a drawing creator? I can, friend. After Spoopytober. I'll have those redemptions back up. When we get around to your gym leader drawing, I still got that in my back catalogue. We just got to find a time to do it, I think. But yes, I think you can redeem. I don't know if the redemptions are still up. If they are, Chances are... Oh my god. That's an hour drawing, isn't it? Pyramid Head as a gym leader. Okay. Well, that might be something we do. You know what, friend? I'll hold you to that. This Friday, I will draw that. Not Friday, this Thursday. That will be one of the things we do on Thursday. Because I don't want to just do Daymare because it's Halloween. So, alongside doing my ranking, I will also draw that image for you. So, it'll be on then. But yes, that's the plan. I'll do your Pyramid Head as a gym leader drawing. It was always fun. It will be fun. Something to do your other one at some point, but I'll get around to that. Something else, chat. I have been hard at work with the compilation. I understand how busy the time of the year gets. Yeah, it's mainly has been streaming. Like trying to get through 5 horror games in October is harder than one might think. So I've been trying to squeeze that in all together. Daymare is going to overrun. We're not going to finish this game today or Thursday. So it's going to overrun, I would say, a week or two into November. And then I'm guessing it's going to be God of War after that. I think that's the plan for me. God of War 4. Okay, moving on to this. So Silent Hill 2 Remake, I did a compilation of this. I've made I wouldn't say a small edit, a big edit of Silent Hill 2. It's about 4 hours long. The game in total is around 18 hours, and I tried to condense that as much as I could, but I didn't want to cut out too much, so that is mostly the cutscenes, my experience of the game. I'm surprised by how much is in there. So, highly recommend checking it out if you haven't already. It's going to be released on Halloween. So, there you go. That's my Halloween episode, I guess. Some new emotes, chat, and also sound effects. There's some history behind these two. Caroline, as you know from Tormented Souls, I had to get a sound effect of her. Like, what a character. What a voice actor. So, exclamation mark, insane is a voice line that he said in the game.
You are insane.
There you go. So now, if I'm doing something silly, you could do that. You can also do this, to be fair.
Oh, Link, you're an idiot.
And then the next sound effect, chat, is a video I'm going to be releasing tomorrow. I've been playing Metaphor v Fantasio, and there's a character in that game. The battle dialogue, the way it works is you get the immediate battle dialogue, and then you get dialogue for all the abilities you use. And I combined it in such a way where this character, this knight character in my party, said this. And it's exclamation mark fist.
With a single fist, I come.
It's incredible. That had me like cackling for a minute. I can't believe that got past the translation. Nuts to me, but it did. So yeah, that also goes alongside 2 new emotes, which is Caroline and Knight, which is just that character from that game. Because I wanted a Metaphor emote because I've been playing that a lot and I like it a lot. Speaking of, chat, Metaphor. Some quick things to talk about. I have some opinions now. After playing the game for 50 hours, I have come to some opinions. Mainly 2 negatives. And they're not small negatives either. They're mainly based around the gameplay. The way the game works is it's apparently a lot like Shin Megami Tensei, where you get classes for your characters which boost their stats and give them new skills. Now, at the beginning of the game, this is easy, because I had 4 characters I naturally leveled up and gave abilities to, as I've gone along. But now that I'm halfway through the game, and the game is still giving me new characters, I have to spend a lot of time giving them the EXP needed to be at match with the other characters, which is difficult because the game is timed. Like, even if it's like loose timing, it is still timed. I don't have time to do everything in this game. So it kind of puts the later characters at a disadvantage, because you've used the characters you've used more, I feel. I don't know if the game's gonna deal with that as we go along. I hope it does, because I don't really see myself using them if that doesn't happen, but we'll see. Another thing is Meta 4 has a system in play where you can redo battles from the beginning by pressing a single button. It's great. I love this. I love this idea. However, in so doing that, they create two new problems. Number one is fleeing from combat. If you fail to flee from combat, you get into an immediate attack. The enemies attack you, right? That's fine. But the issue is, you can redo the battle to the beginning. So, I feel like that just kind of makes it a nothing burger. Like, if you're going to have a redo battle system, you can't also make fleeing, like, not 100%. It's a bit strange. And that's also the same as stun duration. When you go into a battle, in a surprise battle in Meta 4, you immediately stun enemies for 2 turns. However, this can go away if you hit them. If you hit the enemies, there's a chance the stun will go away. Thus, you will rewind the battle to the beginning until that doesn't happen anymore. So the way I would fix this is either remove the redo battle system, or remove the non-100% fleeing and stun duration thing. Because it does waste time more than anything else. But yeah, that's 2 gripes with the gameplay so far. Nothing like incredibly major, but something I have noted on as I've gone along in Meta 4. Weirdly, we're not even done with this yet. We've got a couple more things. We've got one more thing, which is my extra life stuff. So, this Friday, the VOT are starting their extra life shenanigans. They're going to be doing 24 hours of games, and starting at 7 PM, I think. So, in years past, I've done compilations of these events. I did one for 2022, I did one for 2023, and I will be doing one for this year too. So I'm currently in the midst of making the logos for that, and just getting that all ready to go. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is, check it out. Extra Life next Friday. This Friday, not next Friday. They're going to be doing some games for 24 hours. I'm going to try and be around as much as I can. I'm not going to be able to stay around for the entire thing this year like I have previously, because I am going to London on Sunday. So I cannot stay around for it all, unfortunately. But yeah, that's it, chat. That's the news. Final thing, I'm playing these 3 games. Oh, wait, no, yeah, I can mention I'm replaying RE Village as my Halloween game this year. I was going to do Clock Tower 3, but I decided I wanted to play something I knew I was going to enjoy. So I'm playing this again after a while. Right, I'm turning this music off because it's throwing me off my source. It's good, but it's also really noisy. Right. We don't really have time for Guess the Game tonight, unfortunately. So we're just going to get into it. Source or source? Both.